If you'd like to follow along with me at home, open the Project Files folder, Lesson 7 folder, and then Printing 04. If you're coming to us from the last video and you still have that old workbook open, please close that and then open this one instead. Up until Excel 2007, slicing and dicing your documents with page break preview was really the only way to ensure that everything looked right whenever you got it to the printer. But starting with Excel 2007, we now have a new view in Excel that allows us to change the workflow and set up the document properly for printing as we're creating the document. And that's what we're going to do here. To take a look at Page Layout View, we can get there two different ways. If we go down to the bottom right-hand corner, we can click the Page Layout View button here, or we can go to the View tab and choose Page Layout right from here. Page Layout View allows you to see your document very much like Print Preview. You'll get to see it the way it's going to go to the printer. The big difference between this and Print Preview is that you can edit it here. In Print Preview, you can't change anything. Here you can type in formulas, you can change the formatting, you can work with your headers and footers. You can do anything in this view that you can do in normal view, including see where the page breaks, just like in a word processor. Here in this document, if you scroll down to the bottom of this page, just like in Microsoft Word, when it reaches the bottom of the page, you can see that page division, and then you can see page 2 right there. And then off on the right-hand side, you can see pages. That's page 3 at the top, and page 4 here in this bottom right-hand corner. So what I'd like to do here is work in page layout a little bit to create a document that's already set up properly for printing, just to show you how this could be done. So I'm going to get out of Page Layout View, go back to Normal View, and then we'd like to take some of this data here and copy it. We'll take some of the Chicago data here, and I just want to get the first 3 quarters. We'll copy that, and then go over to the new worksheet where there's nothing going on. Here, I'd like to work in Page Layout View. I'm just going to paste the Chicago information into the top leftmost cell. Then we'll go back to the original worksheet and grab some Pittsburgh data. Again, the first 3 quarters is really all we need here. Right-click and copy. Back over to the new worksheet where we're still in Page Layout View, and then we're just going to scroll down towards the bottom. When you reach the bottom of the page, you'll be able to see the page break right there, and then just click in the top rightmost corner and paste. Let's go back and get some more data. Back to the original worksheet, scroll down. Here we'll get the first quarter of LA. Copy that. Back over to the new worksheet, we'll scroll down some more, and we're going to click to add data at the bottom of this one, or actually the top of the next page. Here you go, right there. Right-click and paste. And then we'll do the same thing for this guy over here. We'll get some Denver information. Copy that. And then we're going to paste it over here into the top cell of the next page down. And there you have it, a document newly constructed that's already set up to print properly with one city on each page. Let's look at it in Print Preview. Here's page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Let's go back to the View tab, and we're going to switch over to Normal View and see what's going on there. Scroll to the top of the document, and here you can see in cell A1 we have Chicago. If you scroll down, you can see the page division with the dotted line here. There's Pittsburgh in row 54. There's LA in row 107 and Denver in row 160. So the Page Layout View, a beautiful way to create worksheets, keeping in mind the boundaries of the printed page. By the way, I should point out over here on the right-hand side that you could actually click and add data in these other columns. You have 16,000 columns to work with. You could go over here as far as you want, as far to the right as you want, out to 16,000 columns. Each one of these would allow you to create a brand new page so that it prints exactly where you know it's printing. Control Home to get back to the top left-hand corner. Another advantage to working in Page Layout View is working with headers and footers. Let's go back to the Normal View, and I'll explain why we care about this. In Normal View, you can see that the very top cell is cell A1, and it has the word Chicago in it. If you Print Preview this, you'll see that right above Chicago in Print Preview, there's nothing going on there. But that's where our header area is. To add a header in here, In previous versions of Excel, you would have had to have gone to the Page Setup dialog box and chosen Header and Footer, and then create a header or footer from this cryptic-looking system, which has always confused people. Now, that's still available to us, but before we get into working with this dialog box, I want to tell you the good news is that starting in Excel 2007, Microsoft made it a lot easier to work with headers and footers by creating the page layout view. So we're just going to cancel out of here, and we want to go back to page layout view, go to view and page layout, and here you can see the header area right here above the first cell. How cool is that? So if you want to put a header in here, you could just type in here, sales, all divisions. And you're editing right in the header without having to do anything else. Let's look at that in print preview. We'll have to get out of the header first, click down in the body of the document, and then do the print preview. And here you can see sales all division at the top of every page. Pretty cool. So, page layout view, it's a great way to work with your headers and footers. It's a great way to work with worksheets so that they're already print ready.